Welcome to today's live broadcast. We are witnessing a worrying phenomenon. Natural disasters are occurring with increasing frequency, causing terrible destruction and seriously affecting the lives of millions of people around the world. From fierce storms, terrible earthquakes, to historic floods, all leave serious consequences, deeply affecting every aspect of life. Join us as we dig into the details of these events and explore the measures we can take to minimize damage and protect communities. A huge storm is creating fierce waves that hit an offshore oil rig. The scene was dramatic and dangerous. A house was swept away by floodwaters. In an instant, many of the family's dreams and memories disappeared into the raging waters. This is a serious warning about the power of nature. A breathtaking sight just recorded by people. A powerful tornado is sucking water from the ground, creating a giant, powerful rotating column of water. Violent floodwaters swept 2 people into a whirlpool in China. In the midst of a near disaster, the rescue team fought fiercely and successfully brought them back to shore. A dangerous but extremely lucky safe situation. We are witnessing an unprecedented tragedy in Pakistan. Millions of innocent people had to evacuate, leaving behind their beloved homes, precious cars, and all their possessions were swept away, submerged in the harsh sea of water. This scene is so heartbreaking and tragic. The video released on July 4th depicts a building collapsing amid floodwaters in Central America due to a flood. A truck was crushed by a large rock rolling down, dragging the entire vehicle into the abyss. This scene shocked and heartbroken many witnesses. Southern Germany is experiencing a serious flood disaster due to heavy rain. Water rose, flooding many houses and disrupting traffic. Rescuers are doing their best to help those trapped. Severe flooding caused by heavy rains hit the island of Miguel in northern Portugal on June 3rd. The year 2024 has witnessed historic floods everywhere. Streets were submerged in rising floodwaters, and rivers with prolonged floods not only caused heavy damage to property, but also threatened the lives of millions of people. Let's join hands, enhance solidarity, protect family and community. Before our eyes is an unbelievable sight. A powerful flood, like a wild animal hunting its prey, rushed in. Just recently this river was dry, but now it has turned into an extremely dangerous, fast-flowing river. Luckily for a group of people nearby, they discovered it in time and ran out to escape. An extremely tense situation is taking place in Brazil. Prolonged heavy rain has caused widespread flooding, causing severe damage to homes, vehicles, and transportation infrastructure. The terrible scene when floodwaters swept away everything in its path. People are facing unprecedented difficulties and immeasurable pain and loss. A road was severely damaged due to a heavy rain causing a landslide. A tsunami suddenly hit Greenland, washing away working fishermen. Just a few minutes later, their boat was swept up by huge waves with the terrible force of the sea, forcing them to flee in terror. This scene was recorded and broadcast. It was unbelievable to see what happened. Tsunami devastated and submerged vehicles in Riverside, but fortunately everyone was evacuated. A tornado formed and struck passers-by in Thailand. Luckily, there were no injuries. A large wave suddenly attacked a house, causing 2 people outside to be knocked inside while the door was destroyed. Water flooded in, turning the house into a sea of water, damaging electronic devices. This horrifying scene of panic and destruction was like something out of a disaster movie. A terrifyingly strong tornado tore through Ray, eastern Colorado, wreaking havoc and shattering many homes in the This afternoon, Panang Island experienced an unprecedented event. A giant wave suddenly appeared, bringing strong winds, violently attacking a hotel on the island. The images and videos recorded by people are truly shocking and horrifying. A brave man stood tall in the middle of a raging tornado to capture horrifying images. Unafraid of danger, he turned fear into strength, turning the tornado into a backdrop for his extraordinary courage. A sudden tornado hits an outdoor party, sending flames and dust flying into the air, creating an unbelievable scene. Can you imagine flames and dust floating in the air, then falling like a brilliant, colorful, and magical fireworks display? The dust storm at Burning Man created a dramatic and awe-inspiring scene. The sight of 3 water sprouts from the Gulf of Mexico forms a unique and mesmerizing shape. A forest that was once lush and green is now desolate and desolate after a terrible storm passed. The ancient trees have been knocked down. Their vibrant foliage is now scattered on the ground, leaving a lonely and cold space. An extremely strong wind suddenly attacked a parking lot, causing terrible destruction. The cars were heavily damaged, and many large trees were knocked down mercilessly. Imagine the formidable force of the wind, blowing away everything in sight, leaving behind a scene of chaos and destruction. This is truly a scary event, making us shocked and worried about everyone's safety. An extremely unexpected and dramatic development happened on a highway. A powerful sandstorm suddenly struck, causing visibility to plummet and traffic to completely paralyze. The scene became chaotic. People were confused and worried when they could not move. The fearsome storm has swept through, bringing with it destructive power. Trees, strong natural pillars, could not withstand and collapsed before the hurricane. A strong wave suddenly hit a small coastal village, plunging the whole area into panic. People here had to leave everything behind and flee in extreme fear. Screams, worried looks, and panic covered the entire village. We can feel the fear, the helplessness before the involuntary power of nature. An extremely terrible hailstorm was just recorded by local people. Fist-sized rocks fell like rain, creating an unbelievable scene. Sandstorm strikes a city image recorded on a plane. Powerful storms are moving into Arizona City this evening. This storm promises to bring heavy rains throughout the night, creating a scene that is both majestic and dangerous. A severe storm with strong winds and hail has hit Arizona, causing severe damage. Imagine, a man was faced with the terrible scene of seeing his house completely destroyed. The hail was as big as bullets. The wind was as strong as a hurricane. Everything in his house was severely damaged. A heavy rain suddenly came, flooding a subway. The scene was truly horrifying as the passengers inside the train began to feel anxious and panicked. The water poured in quickly, making it unpredictable for everyone. We are witnessing an extremely tense and dangerous situation in Aranga del Rey, Madrid. Violent floodwaters, caused by devastating hailstorms, rose and swept away a series of vehicles on the streets. The situation is truly alarming, as the fast-flowing water continuously carries away everything in its path. A lucky driver narrowly escaped danger when trees fell around him. Imagine the heart-stopping feeling when you see large tree trunks falling down right before your eyes. But with agility and calmness, you promptly dodge and escape. The ice dam has broken, and the huge stream of water is rushing into the bridge with terrifying force. The waves were fierce and powerful, as if they wanted to wash away everything in their path. A dam has just been destroyed by the ferocious power of floodwaters. Strong streams of water are pouring downstream. The people below are panicking and extremely worried. The man saw something strange and just wanted to run away when danger happened. A giant iceberg is drifting and causing terrible destruction wherever it touches. This is not only a threat, but also an important warning for everyone. On a normal morning, no one would have expected floodwaters to suddenly attack the construction site in just a few seconds. The scene was dramatic and full of tension as floodwaters rushed in, submerging the entire construction site in a sea of water in just a split second. Fortunately, no one was injured in this incident. However, that terrifying scene will forever be imprinted in the memories of those who witnessed it. A powerful tornado just swept through, completely destroying the wind power pole. Towering electric poles now lie collapsed, crumbling under the destructive force of nature.
Hello, I am Mr. Kwan, the host for Moments of Rage channel. Channel reminds us of our responsibility to protect the environment. Take action today to protect our green planet. engage in solid action to reduce carbon emissions and improve recognition. We can build a greener and stronger future. If you find it interesting, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click follow to spread the information.